you're going after the bag. All right? All right, let me see something real quick. All righty, boom, boom, boom. All right, so if you want just deletions, I have a script for you. This script has been tested, it has been tried, it has been proven. This script has single-handedly gotten more deletions than anything else, right? And it's basically this. You're going to call into each consumer reporting agency, and these are some questions that you're going to ask yourself. Like, did you try buying a car? Identity stolen? Do you have enough? Like, these are things that you're asking yourself, right? You're asking yourself this. So do not go on the call and ask them this. No, this is what you're asking yourself. If you bought a car, it means you have multiple inquiries, right? If your identity got stolen, it means that there might be accounts on your credit that does not belong to you. All right? It does not belong to you. You are a victim of identity theft. Okay? So you want to find those out, right? Do you have unauthorized inquiries from a car dealership that and was not approved? These are just some of the reasons why getting inquiries deleted are so important to your credit, right? This ebook will show you how to get personal information and those unauthorized inquiries deleted quickly over the phone. So these are the numbers that you're going to call in when a representative answer. Tell them to connect you to the dispute department or the fraud department, right? Tell the representative that there are inaccurate and outdated personal information on your credit and you want it deleted. We start with personal information first, low-hanging fruit. You want to start with personal information first, and when you finish personal information, then now you're going to go into the inquiries. All right. Is your personal information inaccurate or outdated on your consumer report? If the answer to that is yes, you go ahead and you let them know what you want deleted and what you want on there, right? Did you call to get your inaccurate information deleted and they told you that they can't delete personal information because it's tied to an open account? At this point, let them know that they have an obligation to report accurate information on consumer reports, and you're going to give them 15 USC 1681 EB, right? In a soft, assertive voice. Ladies and gentlemen, okay. Please, I know you're going to be excited. I know you know consumer law now, and you're excited to get this done. Use a soft, assertive voice. Please do not be rude. Don't be rude. You catch a lot more bees with honey than you will with vinegar. Some of you might be saying, whoa, Daraine, where do you get that from? My grandmother taught me that, all right? Yeah, my grandma taught me. You will catch a lot more bees with honey than you will with vinegar. Be nice. There's a few things I want you to look out for. If you get a representative on the phone and the representative say, hey, is there anything else I can do for you? So let's say the representative deleted some stuff, right? So you got personal information cleaned up, you got inquiries cleaned up, right? Now, let's say if the representative says this to you, is there anything else I can do for you? And they say it in such a sweet voice. That is your code. That is your cue. Wink, wink. Tell me what you got so I can delete it for you. And every negative item on your credit report, you tell that person that you want them deleted. Make sure you have the credit report in front of you while you're doing this. Okay? So part of your homework tonight is you're going to go. So I'll write down this. Shantae, write this part down for me. It's not on the list. I just thought about it. For the homework section, they need to get their reports from annualcreditreport.com. Make sure you don't use credit monitoring for this. Credit monitoring won't show you all this stuff. It won't show you. I want you to get it from annualcreditreport.com. It's very important that you do because that's an official report that you can use in court. A credit monitoring, they can deny those statements on a third-party credit monitoring because they're going to say they didn't supply it. Okay? So if we're going to do disputes and we might go into arbitration or small claims, it's important that you know that you're using reports from annualcreditreport.com. Okay. All right. So let's go back into the statement. All right. See, the burden of proof is on you, the consumer reporting agency, to furnish information, right? 15 USC 1681 EB. So, ladies and gentlemen, basically, this gives you a breakdown of what needs to get done. And if they're giving you a pushback, this is why I cited the case law here, Nelson versus Experian Information Solution. So, ladies and gentlemen, before you call, please take a minute, take a second, read this case law, ladies and gentlemen. I want you to get familiar with this case law, okay? So the Fair Credit Reporting Act, like you're going to tell them this, right? The Fair Credit Reporting Act provides that if a consumer contacts a consumer reporting agency to dispute the completeness or accuracy of any item of information contained in the consumer's file, then the CRA shall conduct a reasonable reinvestigation of the disputed information. The CFPB and Federal Trade Commission filed an amicus brief arguing that this provision applies to consumer disputes concerning personal identifying information contained in the consumer's file, such as names, addresses, and social security numbers, right? This case law from the 11th Circuit Court. So please delete inaccurate, incomplete, and outdated personal information on my consumer report as per the Fair Credit Reporting Act, 15 USC 1681. Now, it's very important that after you say this, right? After you say this, you should have asked for the manager. It's in the script. And right now, after you do this, you're going to let them know that you'll be filing a lawsuit for SCRA violation, and you're letting them know that this call is being recorded, right? And then you just follow the steps here, ladies and gentlemen. I'm telling you, it's easy peasy. I can't remember the saying. Easy peasy chicken squeezy. No, that's not it.
Easy
No, it's easy peasy lemon squeezy.
Yes, yes. Who got it? That was it. That was
Me.
it. Who's me? Who's me? Hello?
April.
It's me. Okay, April. Thank you very much. So it's easy
You're
peasy lemon squeezy. Got it. All right. So it's all here, and this is a part of your homework. So I want you to go through the script. I want you to get familiar with the script, and it goes into personal information. It goes into inquiries. It is a lot of information here, ladies and gentlemen. Okay? And that's how you get inquiries deleted in 24 hours. So now we're going to go over to late payments. Now, late payments, ladies and gentlemen, believe it or not, we have cracked the code to late payments. So let's talk about late payments and what makes a payment late, right? Let's talk about what makes a payment late and what you can do. There was a gentleman earlier that was talking about late payments on closed accounts. So I'm going to give you some insights now. So I hope you're taking notes. All right. 15 USC 1666B. This is the only law that authorizes any payment to be late. Any payment to be late. It comes from 1666B. Now, if the conditions under 15 USC 1666B are not met, a late payment does not exist. In addition to information from 15 USC 1681 S2 7. Very, very important stuff there, guys. Very, very important stuff. Now, a creditor may not treat a payment on a credit card account under an open-end consumer credit plan as late for any purpose, unless, so they can treat the payment late unless what? All right, Daraine. All right. There we go. All right, cool. Y'all, bet y'all didn't know my board could do this. I know y'all didn't know. All right, so let's get this done. So the screen is split in two now, ladies and gentlemen. and I'm going to show you how I dissect information. So for those of you that are seeing a half a screen, it's not a half a screen, it's a whole screen, but I just minimized it, right? What are the conditions for a late payment? So late payment conditions, right? Condition number one. What's the first condition before payment to be treated as late? All right, unless, right? So we're going to stop right here. So the unless part. So unless what? The creditor has adopted what? Reasonable procedures designed to ensure that each periodic statement. So there needs to be a periodic statement going on. Periodic, periodic statement, right? A periodic statement that's going out, including information required by section 1637B. So the periodic statement must have, I'll call this number 2, information from 1637B, right? It must have information from 1637B.